We never stop, really. We're always refining our residential foundations model, every little last detail, until we think we have it right. There is no such thing as good enough. It just has to be the best.
I remember when I first heard about the residential curriculum. It was actually after the first Curriculum Institute when my supervisor came back to campus and said, "You've got to hear about this approach." And he told me everything, and I remember my reaction being, wow, this just makes sense. Why haven't we been doing this all along?
One of the unique things here is the level of cross-collaboration between different units. When we decided to improve our residential curriculum a few years ago, the goal was fairly simple: to design an enriching experience for all of our residents. It had to be purposeful and provide an enhanced learning environment without adding extra pressure to the student.
The programs and initiatives provide our students with a common language around specific competencies, so students from one building can interact with another building and know that hall snacks or sweet snacks or programs that are happening in one building are happening throughout campus, and they can have that really awesome engagement. As someone who loves assessment, one of the major successes is that we're able to see the actual difference that's being made in the students through the personal interactions, because if we're being more intentional, we're really able to measure that difference.
So when I think about the residential curriculum here at Virginia Tech, I think something that comes to mind is that it's ever evolving. And so even thinking about where we started, it almost felt like 15 learning outcomes for all of our aspirations, and really now honed it down to 2. So as we think about really helping our students learn, we can focus in on what's best for their learning.
Our residential curriculum really allows us to think about student learning from a holistic lens, and I think our students have benefited immensely because of that.
One of our major successes here at Virginia Tech is that because of the residential curriculum that we implemented a few years ago and the positive impact that we've seen on our students and our staff and our recruitment, we've actually seen our division take on a curricular approach now as well. So we're all working towards the same goals, the same aspirations.
Watch them engage with our staff, our professional staff, as well as our student staff, and our campus partner in a unique way, in an intentional way, in a meaningful way that has helped them stay engaged with the community and also be lifelong learners.
What I find to be the biggest success is having such a strong focus on assessment and data, and being able to use and integrate that back into the curriculum each year.
The students that I work with within our learning community have truly benefited from this curricular approach, because it ties in the approaches that are happening within their classes to what's happening outside.
Every single student is aimed to get the exact same experience, so no matter what floor you're living on or what community you're living in, you're getting the exact same programming.
All these students are doing something meaningful, and building on the fact that they're all doing the same thing, in the sense that they're always going to be getting something out of the activities that they're doing. So if that's a campus-wide scavenger hunt, they're not just doing it for any reason. They're doing it because it's going to help them learn about the resources that are available on campus and navigate the halls of the school, etc., etc.
It takes time to change culture. It requires a lot of work and a lot of conversation to move us to a place where we want to be more intentional and structured in our approach to learning in residence.
For example, one of our components are traditions. It serves as a way for our RAs to kind of have an authentic relationship and connection with their residents by learning more about who they are as people, and also diving into some of the strengths and talents of our student staff as well.
We need to be constantly thinking about how we are establishing training and retraining in these topics. So the philosophy of why we do this and what we're hoping to gain through this outcome-driven programming.
Instead of us reinventing the wheel in residence, we've been able to reach out to these different people on campus to bring their learning experiences into residence and to integrate them into the curriculum instead of building ground up.
Last year we had a mini residential curriculum institute where we all worked really hard to make sure our goals were all encompassing and intentional, and then this year we're really working to bring that residential curriculum into everything that we do.
The past year we were able to revamp our entire RA selection process in order to find the right people to meet our goals within our residential curriculum.
Hi everyone, happy anniversary. I am Donna Lee. I use she, her, hers. I have the privilege of serving as the president of ACPA. When I reflect on the work and the impact of the Residential Curriculum Institute over these past 10 years, I think what has been most powerful, most salient, is the manner in which our work has been reframed and even claimed as intentional, outcomes-focused, and grounded in student learning. You know, even the name of the Institute, Residential Curriculum, is powerful. Words are so powerful, and naming our work as a curriculum has been transformative. And the student affairs professional who deliver this curriculum are educators. And so the Institute has become a space for professionals to see themselves as educators and to co-create strategies to deepen student learning.
So we've been doing curriculum now, the new model, for a little while. How's it been going?
I really like it because I feel like what I need to do is more defined, so I feel a lot less stressed.
Everything seems a lot more clear now.
I need to be more creative because it's so much more focused.
Yeah, I really agree. I can also focus on relationships more.
One of the great things for our staff members is that they're able to go to other employers and articulate student learning in their environment and how they have impacted it. The residential curriculum has truly been a game changer within university housing. We are truly fortunate for ACPA's Residential Curriculum Institute.
I'm going to say thank you to the faculty who invested the gifts of their time, their talent, their love, and to the participants who have immersed themselves into this dynamic learning experience, and then who go back to their campuses to create transformative learning environments for students. Thank you, and happy anniversary.